Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today I have a guide on the brute force file that you get access to by purchasing the Garment Factory, which was added today with the Agents of Sabotage DLC into GTA Online. Once you purchase the Darnell Bros Garment Factory for $2,350,000, you can visit it. Inside it, you'll find a Mark II weapon workbench, a passive income generating safe, a 10-car garage, a special secondary garage for your Terabyte with special upgrades for it, and of course, Pavel. Now, in addition to this, you'll also find Jody and an office computer, which you can use to launch the new auto shop-like mini heist missions. You will also be able to launch these off of your phone, which is a very convenient thing and can save you a lot of time, presumably on certain missions. On this one, not so much. Now, entering the app or the computer, you will see 4 available missions, and the brute force file this week is the double money mission, and this will rotate weekly and change. So next week a different mission will be the double money one. However, this guide will still get you through the brute force file as efficiently as possible. Now, to begin the mission, you will need to choose one of the 3 objectives to start with once you've selected the initial brute force file mission itself. Now, I would suggest doing the setup missions in the same order that I did, which started with stealing the private military armor. For this mission, you'll need to go down to the Los Santos docks, take out some enemies, and rummage through the beds of vapid contenders until you find the one with the Merryweather outfit inside of it. This outfit is also obtainable by completing the mission, by the way. Once you find it, you'll have to get in the contender and simply drive it back to the Garment Factory. Enemies will pursue you along the way, but they're really not that difficult, and honestly, the contender's so fast you can just drive away from them and it won't really be a problem at all. Once you've delivered the contender, you can go onto the computer or go onto your phone, and you should do the infiltration equipment mission next. This one also sees you going down to the docks, but a different area slightly, and this time you will be stealing a military vehicle that you will use to infiltrate Fort Zancudo in the finale. Now, there will be some enemies outside, and you'll have to steal the military pass from one of the corpses of the people outside of the building. Then you need to enter the building and take out the enemies. Now, once you're inside, Rockstar does give you some liberty to choose from any of the vehicles inside as to which one you will be driving into Fort Zancudo. However, keep in mind that you will be driving said vehicle all the way to Fort Zancudo in the finale. For this reason, I would suggest taking either the Crusader or the Merryweather Mesa. They are easily the 2 fastest out of the available vehicles within the garage, and you'll need to take the vehicle to just outside of the Garment Factory and stash it until the finale, so I would definitely recommend getting one of the faster vehicles for sure. Now, for the final setup mission, it will make you go to the casino to meet up with Jody's contact. However, he will actually be in the music locker, which is around the side of the casino. Now, I'm not sure if the contacts are all the same, but my contact looked like everybody else in the place, who are all conveniently wearing hats and dressed pretty much the exact same way that the contact was, which is very interesting. But once you do find him, he will give you an override key that you will use to steal the Scarab once you get to Fort Zancudo. Now, I'm pretty sure this guy can spawn anywhere in here, but mine spawned close to the stage, so I would recommend running up close to the stage in the corner and see if you can find your guy in the same spot. If not, I really don't know what to tell you, other than good luck. Now, from here, you must deliver the key back to the Garment Factory, and then you can begin the finale. Now, something important to note is that once you begin the mission, entering into the vehicle that you've stashed will render you incapable of getting back out. So if you need snacks, body armor, or anything else that requires you to walk, get it or do it before you begin the finale, because once you enter that vehicle, you are not getting out. From here, simply drive to Fort Zancudo and park where they tell you to park, and walk up to the dude, who will kindly let you into the door after seeing your military ID or whatever it is. Now, once you're inside, stealth is going to be your friend, and I would pay close attention to the cones of vision of the guards and make sure to stay out of them as long as you can. Duh. Now, I will just say that I did find pretty good success by sticking as close to the outside edge of all of the rooms as possible, and when you make it to the longer hallway, there will be an opportunity for you to duck into the room that has the minigun marked on the mini-map to avoid being seen by the guard. Now, if you time this correctly, you should be able to get past him without being seen. However, I unfortunately did not manage to pull that off. Now, once you get past the hallway, you will go into a room with a heavily armored Juggernaut enemy. However, if you have explosives or anything else that produces fire, these guys seem to not be able to handle it very well and will collapse onto the ground and flail around repeatedly. This allows you to shoot them in the back with an assault shotgun or whatever other fully automatic weapon that you choose that will take them out really, really quickly. So that's what I would recommend, is lighting them on fire and then shooting them. Sounds kind of harsh, but it seems to work. Now the next step beyond this is hacking the door. Now the code was initially very confusing to me, but then I got it. Whatever the scrambled letters are have something to do with the military. For example, the first one that I got was CORPS, or CORPS, corpse, like Marine Corps, but it's pronounced core, not corpse. I don't know, it's stupid. Anyways, and the first one I failed because it made no sense to me at the time, but I thought about it and then I totally got it. But the second code was very obvious to me, and it was major. So think of military related words, ranks, things like that. When you are trying to crack the code, you are trying to put it in the order of which it is spelled. Seems pretty obvious to me now that I actually know how it works. Now, once you're in the next room, the scarab will be waiting for you. You're just going to need to clear the room, take out the enemies, whatever, and then enter the vehicle and use the override key that you got from the casino to gain access to it. From here on, drive to Paleto Bay to drop the vehicle off. Try to avoid shooting civilians or the military that aren't marked as hostile on your map. Now, if you do gain the cops, you will have to lose them naturally. I was unable to call Lester during the mission. I'm not 100% sure if that is because Lester really won't do it for you, or if because my game is bugging, because it usually does that. But the drop off is near the stunt jump that is just above the beach in Paleto Bay, so just drive as close as you can to there while you're also in the middle of losing the cops. You can of course enter the train tunnel and things like that, which is a very good way to lose them. Once you deliver it, you'll be paid out the full amount for the job, and you'll get an extra $50,000 for completing the job for the first time through an award, which is pretty sweet. Now this mission took me about 31 minutes from start to finish, so I feel like with a little tiny bit of practice, or maybe just slightly better driving, better route selection, things like that, you'll be able to probably get this done in either like 20, maybe 25 minutes. Now, it's not the greatest money, but it's not horrible either. It reminds me a lot of the auto shop jobs, which I actually think is a pretty good thing. And I think this is going to be a great business to take advantage of when it is on double money, given the relatively easy nature of most of these heist sorta style missions. But anyway, guys, that is the brute force file guide in GTA Online. Let me know what you want me to do next as far as these job guides go, and I will try to get it done for you guys hopefully today. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video or if it helped you out, of course, and consider subscribing if you guys are new. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.